Hi everyone and welcome back to SwitchUp and a midweek sales video, but unfortunately for you and your backlogs, it's actually the Black Friday sales now on the eShop, so this is about to get a little bit painful.
Yeah, when we were selecting these games, I literally couldn't get off page 1 of the sales because there were so many good ones cropping up as I went along. So 50% off as a minimum, ranging all the way up to 90% through the games. And don't forget, if you're looking for eShop credit to pick any of these up, you can use our website switchup.gg to do just that. Get your eShop cards there and you get yourself 5% of your purchase price back as cashback.
Alright, so what are best games on sale this midweek? Well, let's find out. This episode was sponsored by HelloFresh. We've worked with them now for a number of months. They are a meal delivery service, delivering fresh meals directly to your door. They're all chef prepared and can take under 2 minutes.
Absolutely. HelloFresh also lets you customize your delivery from week to week, mixing and matching lifestyle options as appropriate as things come up in everyday life. They have a number of different meal types, some that are more family friendly, vegetarian for example, which I would fall under, and you can tailor your deliveries to your schedule by adjusting things such as the delivery date or even skipping a week if you're not able to cook from home.
Yeah, summer sadly is behind us now I think, and we're heading towards those frosty months and potentially looking for meal options and wholesome things to cook up that will also save us a bit of time and money. HelloFresh, as Glen has already said, has something for everyone. You can fully customize each and every box to fit your preferences, including pre-portioned ingredients, so that you only have to pay for what you need. So click the link in the description or use our code to get 10 free meals, free breakfast for life, 1 breakfast item per box while the subscription's active if you're in the US. And outside of the US, your local discount will apply. Thanks to those guys for sponsoring this episode. Kick us off then, Glen, with Loop Hero, a great game.
Yeah, Loop Hero, one that I know you reviewed, didn't you? But I hadn't played until I picked the physical version up, and wow, what a cracking game this is. So it's basically a roguelite where you need to create almost like a path for your character to move along by putting down small vignettes or almost like little dioramas, I guess, for them to walk through. It's all done in a pixel art style, top-down style. And as you do this, you'll get into battles, and finishing a loop of each turn will create more landscape for you to continue to walk on. It will make more enemies, but it will make you stronger at the same time until a boss creeps up and you have to fight him as well.
Yeah, it's really nice the way it does that, and like you say, the positioning and the choice of the different land items that you place. You join up several rocks, it creates a mountain and things like that. I once got accused by a teacher of having verbal diorama. I'm sure that's what she said.
Something along those lines.
So that one is 70% off until December the 1st. Next up in the US regions, we've got Legend of Mana, which is 60% off until December the 2nd.
Yeah, there are a number of the Mana games on the Switch, and this was one I'd never played back in the day. And what's different about this one is that you lay artifacts down to create new environments to then go and explore as part of the game world. It works really well. It's got a lovely like isometric style to it, and I was delighted to finally get a chance to play this one, and even more delighted to find out just how good it was.
Absolutely, at 60% off, that at least matches I think its cheapest ever price. That goes on until December the 2nd.
We have Lego City Undercover, which is currently 92% off its usual price, bringing it down to just under £4, I believe it was. Now this is a really good game. You basically play as a policeman. His name's Chase McCain, I think, and you just have to go on crazy capers through a Lego city. It's been described as almost like GTA for kids, and I can understand why that would be. The missions you go on are fun, the open world that you can explore, obviously all created in Lego, with some actual Lego modular buildings placed in there as well, and it's nice to try and spot those for just under £4. You genuinely can't go wrong. It goes on until the 1st of December if you are interested.
Next up, a game from right back when the Switch first came out, is Snake Pass. This one really was like Marmite for a lot of people. I personally loved it. Like, you're trying to control your snake, you really do have to wind and twist its body and hold on to things to collect up all the coins in the stage, but the controls are difficult. I will say, there is actually a more advanced controls option in the options,
okay,
that you should select.
But the thing with the controls, because obviously the point is you're meant to move like a snake, aren't you? So you have to kind of slither along using the sticks, and I found it really difficult difficult and frustrating, but I appreciate the fact it was doing something different. And you know, the game looks lovely. It's a very interesting concept, and it's probably one that most people have forgotten all about by now, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's decent. Good game. That one's 85% off until December the 2nd. Next up, we've got Doom Eternal, which is 75% off. That again goes on till the 1st of December. A really good sequel, this one. I think they took the ideas from the 2016 Doom remake and then added in a lot of aerial aspects, so you can move around. There's like this grapple mechanic. Still has that same frenetic pace. You still have to kill enemies to push forward and replenish your ammunition. Great game, absolutely brutal, very visceral, cracking soundtrack as well. And it ran all right on Switch, and the best part, Glenn,
yeah,
you know what it is?
You're going to say something that starts with Jai and ends in Woe, aren't you?
Gyro! Yeah, exactly. It's got gyro controls.
Nice. Yeah, 75% off that one until the 1st of December. Right, next we have Battle Axe, which is down again 75%. This is an arcade game in all but actual authenticity of being there at the time. You know, it's unapologetically difficult. It reminds me of games like Zombies Ate My Neighbors, with that top-down view where you need to take out a bunch of enemies and save people as you're going along. Only a few levels, but they're so difficult it's going to take you a while to finish it. It's one of those, someone says, how long does it take? It will take some people half an hour, it will take some people the rest of their life, you know. Because of that, and because the lack of accessibility options, it's difficult to recommend at full price, but 75% off. Very good game if you're interested, up until the 5th of December.
Viewing anyone helplessly caught in the sorceress's chaos. Darkness draws ever closer in the war against evil and sorcery. Will you show courage and fight?
Next up, we have the legendary Dragon Quest XI's, which is down, matching its cheapest price, 50% off here in the UK and maybe other regions you'll see on the screen. I don't need to say a great deal about how good this is as a JRPG. It doesn't do anything particularly special in many ways, you know. I think it was quite a surprise how well this one ran on Switch. You do have that mechanic where you can switch between the nice new fancy 3D bits, and then there's those pixel sections as well, where the strange little creatures live. That was a cool idea.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, you've just had the third game in the series being remade using Square Enix's HD 2D, as it's called now, and you do have parts 1 and 2 coming next year, I believe.
Yeah.
So if you want to get acquainted with the series, it might be a good time to do so. Okay, we've got another one at 50% off. This is Nier Automata End of Your Edition. This is one you reviewed and very much enjoyed.
Yeah, I'd say this is potentially the best game on this list, like objectively. It offers so much value. Does this have a physical? It would do, wouldn't it?
It does, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
This is, you haven't played this, have you?
No, I own the physical, but I've not got around to it yet.
Oh man, yeah, this is one that maybe might have to go on your games to complete at Christmas list.
Sounds good.
It's got lovely action combat, but it's got one of those worlds where it doesn't like ram down your throat what's going on. It keeps it quite vague and has like a subtlety to it, which I really enjoyed. Because very often these things can get bombastic. Like it has these giant mech creatures in it. And at that point, a lot of other games would just go completely over the top. You have this huge battle and then it kind of pulls back. And then you end your first run and you're like, what the heck's just happened? Like, I've completed the game. And then it introduces a whole load of other stuff that you will only find without spoilers.
Fair enough. So it's multiple runs then if you want the full deal, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. And that one at the moment, I think, is down 50% till December the 2nd.
Truly, the honor was mine.
Right, then we have a final one for the UK region, albeit they're not necessarily exclusive to these regions. We have Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which is a beat 'em up, which first released back on the Xbox 360, based of course on the Scott Pilgrim. I think it's based on the comics more than the movies that followed it. It's up to 1 to 4 players, both local and online. Number of different characters from the source material to choose from, and it also has like an RPG side to it, where you can go into shops and buy food or books or whatever that improve your base stats for your characters.
Yeah.
This is a great beat 'em up, and at 67% off, it's matching its best ever price. Yeah, well worth picking up. Runs until the 1st of December.
Lovely. Last but not least, and I've changed again, Glenn, I'm so sorry.
All right.
We've got Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh,
at
yeah.
its cheapest ever price. This is one of the best games on Switch. This is the special edition as well. It's down 75% to £4.49, which is just ridiculous. A very fast paced, but also clever game that has 1 or 2 player local co-op. I didn't even realise this had local co-op.
No.
Like, I just didn't. Very stylistic. But this one at its cheapest ever price is an absolute no-brainer. You're looking at about an 8 to 10 action-packed adventure that also has puzzling in there as well. Super stylistic, quality. £4, yes please.
Nice. Yeah, this is a good sale on at the minute.
It is, isn't it?
Well, for sure. And we'll pick obviously some more out come Sunday to give you a few more options. Don't forget, if you are looking to buy any of these, as I said at the start, you can get your eShop cards over at our website, SwitchUp.gg. Save yourself 5% or at least get it back in cash back, as well as the savings on the eShop at the minute, and you get gold coins. So it's a triple whammy, really.
We love triple whammies.
We do. Well worth doing. And there's a link down there to Play Asia as well. If you want to import any games, use the link, use the code, you get yourself 5% off your order from there too. A quick thank you to our patrons and our channel members for your continued support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.